We talked a little bit about how important it is to get great teaching to all students. What conditions do you think teachers need to do their best?
Wow. I would say a supportive environment with fellow teachers and with their principals. I would say the resources are very important. I think a lot of schools are operating in isolation, especially some of the new small schools where support is not as readily available as it used to be because you no longer have older teachers in those school settings who you can readily lean on for support. And I know a lot of those schools are creating innovative models to kind of combat that. But I think support is one of the greatest needs.
Well, what do you think concretely is necessary for teachers to go to a school and stay at a school?
Go at a school and stay at a school. I would say because I've been transient myself, I can think of some of the reasons why I no longer stayed in a school and why I was excited and then kind of exited out of the school. Again, it was that level of support and feeling like you belonged. You had a sense of belonging on staff, and you knew that you were making an impact in your classroom. And when I no longer felt like I was making an impact in my classroom, where I felt like I didn't have the support that I started with, then I felt it was time for me to take my skills and the love for children and love for teaching somewhere else. So I think what makes teachers stay is feeling like their work is really being valued in that space and that they're making a difference and they're making an impact and they're growing professionally. And once you feel like that's no longer happening, that might be a point in time when a teacher chooses to leave. And that's really based on my own personal experience and some conversations I've had with colleagues.
Let's get very specific about what good support looks like.
Okay. Good support, I would say, is non-evaluative. It is evaluative, but it's evaluative in the way in which they understand why you're there, the work that you do, and understand that if some of it may, how you enact your work may look differently. And the understand this administration knows that we're all here for the same reason. So if we're all here for student success, and the way in which I enact my work may not be what the principal sees as beneficial to the students, like how do we then support, how do you support me in doing my work? And I think that having a concrete plan of action, being very transparent about that is, I think, very good support for teachers. I feel like that there's a shroud of secrecy sometimes when principals come in or when administrators come in and teachers feel like they're under attack. They don't know why people are in.